Hey guys, this is Punisher from WalkingDeadArmy.com and Don't Revive Me Bro, and I won a headset. The thing came in the mail just a short while ago, courtesy of In Gaming, and these guys are the real deal. Okay, I followed them on Twitter here recently and subscribed to their YouTube channel, and part of their 550 subscriber giveaway, they were giving away this headset and a Razer Death Adder gaming mouse. And I was a lucky recipient of this headset. So these are the Zalman ZM-HPS200s. Packaging is actually pretty solid. No damage when it came to packaging. Of course, the guys in gaming really packaged it well with all the bubble wrap. But these headsets are, something that I'm looking forward to. They are an analog headset. I've kind of did a little research on them, and I've needed a new analog headset. My old ones have took a dump. But anyway, as you see here, I'm pulling these out, and first impressions are they're very light compared to what my Logitechs are. They do come in, they have this protective covering over the finishes for the earmuffs, so you want to go ahead and take this plastic off. It's a good thing that they do that to make that glossy finish protected. So go ahead and get that plastic off, and you'll see that it has a nice glossy black finish on each of the earmuffs there. And you can see it's a standard headset. Two plugs for your microphone, your headphones, and you have this what looks like to be a pretty long cable for the for your PC. You got a standard microphone. It's pretty solid. Moves back and forth. And you can see here you can actually extend these out, and they have these nice red arms, nice little red and black little motif going on. It kind of matches my gaming rig actually. But this cable, one of the things they said about this is that this is specifically designed for PC gamers in mind, because this cable is gigantic. As you can see here, it is long, and it comes flat like a ribbon cable. And the purpose of that is to keep it from getting all twisted around and knotted up. One of the things I have to deal with my Logitech set is that it does that all the time. At least every couple days I have to unwind the USB cord that connects into the PC. Well, with these, they're supposed to minimize that by this flat ribbon cable. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put these on, test these suckers out, see how they feel, see how they sound, and we will get to you and let you know how the results turn out. Guys, this is Punisher now. I got the headphones on. These Zalmans actually feel real nice. They are very light, and I do think that if you are going to wear these things extended, I mean, look at this. I want to tell you, you got to have a monster head. Okay, so I have a big head. Okay, I wear a 7.5 hat size, and these suckers are huge on these. So I would really hate to see the guy that was designed for these. Maybe it's Frankenstein. I don't know. But anyway, so I almost have to put them down all the way to the lowest settings. But anyway, they do feel very comfortable. They isolate sound pretty good. I am going to compare them to my Logitechs. I use these. These are my Logitech G35s. Okay. In comparison, my Logitechs are a lot heavier. I also think that my Logitechs probably do a little better better job, I should say, at isolating, the sound. Right now, I can actually hear a fan from my computer that I normally would not hear if I were on my Logitechs. So, I'm pressing these down pretty good, and, I can still, hear my fan in my computer. So they do feel light though, and they they're sturdy. I like them. The good thing I do like about them is this light cord. It's flat, so you're I'm one of the things I have to deal with Logitech, and I'll show you here is a perfect example of this cord. But I mean, I unwound this last night, okay, and I've used it once for about maybe an hour this morning, and that's what the cable already looks like. They bragged about how well the cable is going to be on the Logitech, and it's a good cable, but it really gets wound up tight. So one of the things that these guys at Zalman did was they made this nice flat ribbon type cable that is supposed to minimize getting twisted around when you're gaming, and I am looking forward to that. So anyway, I want to give these guys a run, sound quality wise, see how they turn out, and I will play some Battlefield, get the sounds going, see how they compare to my Logitechs, because I feel my Logitechs are a quality headset. They are very good in sound, even frequency response across the spectrum, and they will be a good benchmark to use for the Zalmans. So anyway, go ahead. Alright, so this is a game of Battlefield 4, and I am actually testing this on Operation Lockers. Reason being is because this is actually a good map to hear, a lot of low-end sound from explosions, and it's also good for hearing a lot of echo and your higher-end sounds like footsteps, that kind of thing, because one of the important things with first-person shooters is being able to tell what direction your enemy's coming from. And so this is actually a really good map for that, in my opinion. But anyway, so we are playing that, and right off the bat I have noticed a big difference between these and the sound quality of my Logitechs. And while this may not be, good or bad depending on the situation, I do know that the low end on these Zalmans is actually a lot deeper than my Logitechs. A lot more full sound on the low end compared to what my Logitechs are. Adversely, on the high end, they are very muddy. It's very muddy sounding to me. The high end is not crisp at all compared to what my Logitechs are. My Logitechs have a really nice defined top end, and when you hear voices, you can hear little footsteps and those little nuanced sounds that cue you in to an enemy that's approaching as you're peeking around corners. So this is kind of a negative for me, the fact that the top end is kind of washed out. It's kind of muddy. Really kind of wasn't, was hoping that wasn't going to happen. But, my Logitech's a lot more expensive headset. They retail for, or at least when I bought them, they retailed for $100. And these, I think they retail for like $30. So, I don't imagine that the drivers and the headphones are going to be the same quality that are in my Logitechs. Now, as I'm listening in on these guys and, we're fighting here on the D flag, I'm trying to notice just if I can place enemies while I'm around the walls, because that's one of the things that's really important. Using a mini-map, using these audio cues to kind of get placement of where your guys are. Again, I'm listening, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of struggling a little bit. A lot of these sounds are kind of muddled together, and the surround sound, the stage just doesn't seem to be quite as accurate as they are with my Logitechs. So that's another thing, especially with first-person shooters, that's a big deal. If you cannot set a proper surround stage, hear where your different sounds are coming from, sometimes that's the difference between dying and moving on to another round. So that's a negative for me, is how the surround stage is set with these. So maybe this headset would do better with other games, but I think for first-person shooters, that's one of the things you might suffer with, when you're playing, is trying to set that surround stage up. So not saying that it won't work, but they're just not as good as more quality headsets. Now, the comfort level with these are very nice. Very light on my head compared to my Logitechs. I imagine after you get used to them for a few minutes, you hardly even notice that they're, on your head. That's how light they are. Now, one of the things I am doing is I am wearing my no-scope gaming glasses with this headset just to see how comfortable they are, because after about maybe 3 hours of playing with my Logitechs, the arms on those no-scopes kind of get pressed onto the side of my head, and there's a little bit of pain there. Well, these Zalmans, I don't even, like I said, I don't even hardly feel that they're there. So I can see where you can get some long gaming sessions with these headphones, and you would still be quite comfortable when you get into those long marathon gaming runs. So overall, though, I think these are actually a really good headset. Like I said, you're only paying $30 for these things brand new. So there's only so much that you can ask for with a headset of that quality, and they aren't bad sounding. The quality actually is pretty good. They're just not the same quality as a more expensive headset. So if you're looking for a budget headset
that you're just not willing to spend a great amount of money on. That'll be a good quality headset. That'll give you a good microphone that you can actually stream and you can record with minimal distortion. That's covers low end real well. Then these are the headsets you need to go for. Very nice quality. I think they're sturdy enough. They'll last for a long time, and you don't have to deal with the USB. Analogs are easy to deal with. You don't have to deal with the software functionality. You're getting raw analog sound, which is something that I really like. And you can use these headsets for a ton of different things. If you want to listen to your iPod, you can use them for that. All kinds of stuff. So whereas USB, you're limited to using them on your PC. So anyway, guys, I do give these a thumbs up. I do like them a lot. For the price, they're a quality headset, and I would recommend you go out and give them a shot. Real quick, I wanted to say I went into the sound settings, and I actually EQ'd these phones a little bit. Brought in the high-end frequency bands up that I was allowed to adjust to try to mimic as closely as possible my Logitech's, and I will say I actually got them fairly close. So now there is the high end there. It's a little crisper. More like what I'm used to. So you can get these things to, sound better. You're just going to have to go in, give it a little EQ, and they will, they'll pick up that high end well. Alright guys, this is Punisher. Subscribe to my channel, and if you like this, give this a big old thumbs up. And make sure you go check out In Gaming on Twitter and on their YouTube page. These guys are the real deal. They do these giveaways a lot, and you have to be subscribed and follow them to get in on the action. So make sure you go do that. I will provide the links below in the comments. Alright guys, that's it. We will see you on the battlefield. Bye bye.